Good morning. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I am 11 minutes later than I anticipated. Okay. Why am I late? I decided to get food. Um, yeah, I was hungry. It is going to be 70%, not 70 degrees. I was like, really? We're going to have summer? No, it's going to be a high of 56 where I'm at. And yeah, windy too. Pretty and windy. How are you this morning? Good morning. This is your Wise One channel. I am your host, Litty Caren, because you love me, because I care. Care. Because I care. And, well, how's your day going? Hey, I've got two people on here. I just, I just realized. I'm like, I finally have people. I had like four people that watched during or something like that, three or four people or something that ended up playbacks or something, participants or some weird analogy. I'm not sure it's an entirely accurate analogy for YouTube. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. Um, but I was like, wow, I'm being consistent. I'm on here at 6 a.m. on weekdays, 7 o'clock during the weekends. I'm being so consistent. I'm great. I'm pumping out content. Hopefully, you guys are liking it. And then I realized I went and applied for a job, and it's going to be third shift. It's a 10-hour, 4 10-hour days, third shift. And of course, my drug test is going to come back. So, clean. So I realized, when am I going to sleep? Because you still have to watch kids. I mean, like, you can't just go to sleep, go to work, and forget you have kids. I mean, yeah. So, don't mind me. I'm hungry. I'm eating. Like, yeah, I'm going to get rid of as many carbs as I can out of my diet while I do this. The next chapter of my life. But today ain't the day. I'm a sugarholic as much as caffeine. It's the sugar in the coffee that's probably making the addiction. But so thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. So here's the deal. I'm gonna be working third shift. Now that you guys are all into this channel, all this work that I've made into the consistent channel, I'm not leaving the channel. I just have to change the time I'm on. And maybe not an hour-long coffee, as I've been doing, because that's what I've been able to do. Because I want to bring you guys more content, and I want to, like, in my head, I have this pretty picture of doing the cleaning, doing the cooking, doing the taking care of the kids, doing more of the witchcraft, doing more of the lifestyle stuff, doing more of the, we do more spells, we do more, like, I want to put one of those money shakers, which we should probably do this week. Yeah, but money shaker, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll gather all the ingredients, and you guys can do it with me. If you want, we'll make a money shaker tomorrow. Those are fun. And we'll do cleansings. We'll do, taking care of the kids, playing with the kids, introducing the kids on here so that when the kids launch their own channel, that the people that go, oh, hey, I know a kid that would love to watch you, read books. Mm. So right now, I'm going to bed at like, I want to say, I'm going to bed at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever. Getting up at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Waking up at 2, 3 o'clock, getting up at like 3 something in the morning. I'm about to work from like 6 at night. It means I gotta leave my little tush at like 5 and get out of work at like 4:30 in the morning. And then I gotta get here at like 5:30. So 5:30, 6 o'clock. Whatever, if I have to run errands, get gas, da 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 da. So I'll be walking the door 6 a.m. When am I gonna sleep? And so I'm gonna experiment with. I remember how I would say that I hypothesize stuff, but I don't have a way to test it. So we're gonna test it. So from what I've researched, it takes about 2 weeks to adjust to a sleeping schedule. 4-hour sleeping schedule, maybe with naps, hopefully with naps, if I can manage naps. This will be fun in the sense that if I enjoy challenge, exciting stuff, it'll be fun. All right, so 4 hours sleep, get up at like 6, so get up at like 10 a.m., 9:30, 10 a.m. Try to be ready by 10:30 for my day. Try to be cleaned, dressed, ready, um, chore done, kid ready. So I got to get up, hitting the ground running. Because you get up at 10 a.m., there's going to be mommy, 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 mommy. So I got to be prepped for that. Instead of the way I've been getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and there'd be silence, not a soul, maybe an owl at night. That's it. But yeah. So I don't know, get cleaned, get things done, get the, you know, maybe my kids. So that's going to be interesting. All right, I want another one of these, and I probably in place to eat while I'm YouTubing. Give me a second. From what I already know, I understand that fatigue is going to make me sluggish, tired, forgetful, zombied. And so, yeah, my plan is 4 hours of sleep. Maybe more on, the days off, the 3 days off. Maybe not. Maybe more naps. Oh, this will be fun. But it'll get me out of debt. It's not long term. It's only to get me out of debt, get me, a vehicle, give me a means to get a house. I'm also taking on another job with a real estate agent as an administrative assistant. So if you have any questions about real estate, right now we're only doing, I guess I could do like 9 other countries. It's all online, or mostly all online, like only one brick and mortar, because of COVID. So helping people move and live and find a place to stay in the middle of a pandemic online. and they've got lots of people through it. So when I come out of the high intense job to help me pay for bills, I'll have had this job, this administrative job is only 2, 3 hours a day. So it's doable, I think. On paper, it's doable. Like so many hours work, so many hours sleep, so many hours second job, and we're gonna toss in being alive with a kid, 2 kids, and working towards, making sure everything's taken care of for the 2 kids that don't live with me. So that's 4 kids. I can do it. Yeah. I mean, like, okay, if you think of it this way, if I only do it for 2 years to pay off debt, or if it's even seasonal, which I may have signed up seasonal, I don't know. And, I just go into another job that pays me per hour. Okay, so then I do this, and I take an hour a day building up stock for Wise One. So Wise One will be there to save the planet. Wise One will be there no matter what I do. I'll do arts and crafts, sell arts and crafts, figure out how to take your everyday item into an upcycled, clean, pretty item and build, the studio. I mean, this real estate would probably get me the means to building my studio. Yeah, from like best deal ever. Statistically, the fact that it's also online may help with the statistics that women are sold properties at a higher price and statistically bought from at a lower price. So maybe the fact that it's online and stuff like this, that it might statistically work that way. I don't know. We will figure it out. Um, so it's an agency owned thing. It's not brokerage. So you bring people in, you train them, and then they get everything that they do. So while they're going through the training process, while they're getting licensed, but once they're licensed, they get everything that they need, the whole amount. Um, so it's interesting. They want me to go to school to be a real estate agent. It's interesting. People need a place to live. Uh, um, yeah. So if I do that, I come out of this high intense, they're not going to pay me a lot of money, but it's like factory pay. And it's Amazon. So, that disturbing where you click on it and like 2 hours later you get your package like delivered to you. I'll be working at the factory end where you clicked and now you click and I put this product into a box to ship it type thing. And it's one of the places where it's in the warehouse. It's now in a box and it's now getting onto the truck to ship. That's where, so the fact that there's how many of all of you guys are clicking on Amazon products? What? Amazon warehouse through Amazon. Just like buy, sell, get. So somewhere in there's a bunch of people like me that are going to package your product and go like, oh, okay, this is the order, and put it in there. And I'm going to do that all night long for 10 hours. All right, so 4 10-hour days is not something I'm built for. I'm not a manual labor. I'm not a meat character. I'm your rogue character, your creative character, your silent character in your D&D. Silently contemplating. And yeah. All right, so that's a temporary job. So when do I hop on here with you guys and do my tarot card, which we can get that started? Who has a question for tarot? Still working on the Sacred Circle Tarot deck from Anna Franklin, Paul Mason, illustrated by Paul Mason. Still not associated, still not affiliated. If somebody has some sort of association or tarot deck that they want me to start or use, that's worth it. And I can try it out. Totally. Yeah. Sponsor me, tarot deck people. Sponsor me. I'm looking for a sponsor. I'm looking to pay bills. Probably med companies would be like, huh, let's see, she's all about crazy. Let's sponsor her with drugs. Yeah, they probably would too. Probably be some new, Adderall kind of like attention deficit disorder. Like, let me talk to a doctor first. But yeah, sponsor me. Vitamix. Uh, I'm joking. I don't have a sponsor. I don't have associate affiliation, associated affiliation with anybody currently. But yes, I am looking for one, I think. If it's somebody I can back, if it's something I can believe in, yeah, I'll take it. But currently, I don't have any ads to give you, except my ad is I am looking for sponsors so that I can pay bills. It's not about earning the money. It's not about the money that I'm obsessing about. It's about paying off the debt and building a residual income. So after Amazon is done, I'll still have the real estate. I'll still be plugging away here on YouTube, and I'll be plugging away at Wise One, upcycling. I'll be working on my quilts, be working on my pillows, be working on those cute little jean purses. I've got a couple of those. I don't know where they went. I lost them and I'm pissed. I know they're here. I know they're on the property. And I'm like, all I have to do is line them and put I have to line my purses and I was gonna line them with a t-shirt. And then I was going to put handle on them. And I put them someplace to do that, and now they're gone. I just wanted to hot glue them, the lining in. I'm wondering how I'm gonna research first to find out. Wash before I gift them. They're gifts right now. But yeah, I'll be selling jean purses. They're cute, they're adorable, and they come with pockets on the outside, so you have pockets anyways, and then the big pocket on the inside. It's fun. Yeah, and they're cute. I got like a like one of my jeans and one of my daughter's old shorts jeans. So it's a mother-daughter pair. I don't think I wore these jeans very much. I think they just yeah. I didn't wear them very much, and neither did my daughter outgrew hers like after one or two wears. So and then they're washed really, really well. And washed really, really well again. And washed throughout the process. So and then I wash them with dye-free and fragrance-free. I might put booster in there, scent booster, which is just like essential oils, baking soda, and bath Epsom salts. So yeah, they might smell like patchouli. I don't know where I put them, but I'd also like to try the making the fairy house. That'll be interesting. I think I'm gonna start with something simplistic and just keep making those. Just really simplistic where I just make a habit looking house, like round or something simplistic where it's just a simple structure over the bottle, and then I'll get more and more intricate with it, like putting on the roofing details with the cute little shingles. I might try the shingles right off the bat to do them like the first couple of ones because you can make clay or whatever. But yeah, so between the real estate and the wise one, and then yeah, from that, we'll get to our castle dream. We might not have to do the RV because I've got housing right now. As long as I can pay for it, we got housing, um, which is cool. So it's interesting developments. Um, but we're just gonna go with it. Getting an RV so that I can go and visit the my two eldest because they live in another state. I just wanna get an RV anyways. That way I can always have a place. Because it seems like I go through this. I shouldn't go through this often. But maybe is it me picking the guy or is it I don't know if it's you know I thought maybe like one or two guys, but the fact it could be me or the fact that I shouldn't be picking guys at all. Talking to somebody really sweet and I'm trying to figure out if it's an actual guy or girl, or not guy or girl, but an actual guy or a bot. Like, you're super sweet and adorable, but so how real is it? So I haven't gotten close or done anything like gotten involved with people. So just I went on there on the dating site looking for somebody to talk to. So I noticed I didn't really have a big circle of friends. I had like a friend and then a couple of people I talked to. And I think my friend is somebody who she occasionally talks to because I was too scared to get close um, to have an actual affection for. So I don't know how you all do friends and stuff. I'm still learning. I'm pretty sure I'm on the spectrum because, yeah, I mean, I got out on my own and it was either hang out with somebody every day, obnoxiously large amount of time, or hang out with some. How often do people hang out with people? I can't figure it out. So I'm thinking it's supposed to be an intuitive thing, but how much is too much of hanging out with somebody and how much is I can't figure it out. I need it drawn out. I need you to give me a structured feedback when it comes to friends. Um, yeah, I need my friend to give me structured feedback, constant structured feedback so that I can gauge and learn and understand, like friend therapy. I need friend therapy. Like, you know how like kids go through autistic kids and Asperger kids go through like therapy training. Like, okay, we're gonna play a game and you're gonna learn how to do this and do that and then, adapt to what the real world is like. And for me, it was I had to figure out why people do what they do and what they're like. Um, yeah, I can't read faces. I have somebody sit there and stare at me. I can't tell if they're mad. I can't tell if I have no idea why they're staring. But somebody else will be like, well, I can see from your expression that da 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 da. I can't tell. Like, okay. Look at me all you want. Like when I tried the evil eye, and it only worked on my son. My daughters probably got issues too. Probably all my daughters. No, no, no. My second grader's pretty good. She doesn't have as many problems as my son, though. Yeah, he's so sweet. He can read expressions, but oh my gosh, he is such. Oh, all this boy mamas are just like, yeah, our sons are special. Our sons, they just get you right in the heart. It's not so much a favorite child as it is that, your son can't, my eldest is epic in so many ways. I talk for hours about all of my kids. They are all my favorites. I have my favorite oldest. I have my favorite youngest. I have my favorite, warrior grit child. And I have my favorite, she's second grader now. It's awesome. And, we spend a lot of time, and she's funny and she's talented and she's really, I talk about artistic. And like, I'm so glad this is definitely her school. Not this online one, but definitely we put her in a arts academy. Um, and so, or Academy for the Arts type thing. And the difference when she comes home, like the difference, we put her in one of the Walden Greens, or not Walden Greens, one of the Dr. Montessori schools. Montessori schools, they just call them Montessori. Um, we put her in a Montessori school before, and it's a great school. The method in which they teach should be the norm. I mean, this way you don't have to produce a cog in the wheel kid. You have an actual living human being who goes and has an understanding of the world. It's more like, here, let me take a piece of the world and put it in front of you in your hands and let you experiment with it as a kid. Let your natural senses grow so you can make observations, so you can make measurements, so that you can play and use and touch and hear and smell and involve. And the teacher, you get to be in charge of it. And the teacher comes by and the teacher watches you, and the teacher goes and interacts with you or your group when you're grouped together, and be like, all right, we're going to go through here. Here's an example. Okay, you're doing great with all this. Here is a little bit more over here. So this is where you're struggling. So let me show you this way. Let me show you an example. Let me help you through this. You could touch the letters, the ba, the ka, the da, but, where you feel the structure and you understand the conceptual structure of the alphabet before you learn the naming of the alphabet, A, B, C. Because if you look at it, it becomes two different structures. You have an A and you have an A. When you're reading it, or even if you're reading, say, action, it's you're reading an action. You're not reading an ACT. And so it's the letter names. What I'm learning foreign language, like Finnish. My eldest was into Finnish, and she's like, let's watch Finnish videos. I'm like, okay, and they were going over the structure of the alphabet, and it's like they went through two different alphabets together. A, B. So go through the structure, ba, ka, da, da, if a, and whatever was for Finnish. I need to review that. It's like it forms like the sounds have a different structure. So when you learn what it's going to be in the words, when you use the sound structure of a word, of a letter, more than you use the letter name when you're reading. When you're reading, you're hardly reading, BAGEL. You're not reading BAGEL. You're reading bagel. So Montessori kind of gives you a conceptual. You learn what you're going to use, and then you're introduced to this letter. This letter all that. And that's fantastic because then, it's raw, it's natural, it's intuitive without trying to force your kid to figure out what it is that you're saying. Because I'm like right now, her online teacher has such a huge heart and she's emotionally invested, and the vocabulary is not there. She's got a structure of vocab that's to teach the kids about math, and it's completely foreign to the terminology that I've known when I grew up. It's not some division, whole, you know, and it's just like, um, you have these different words and these different concepts, and I have to take, because it's core math, it's pissing me off. I have to take the actual math that's involved, work the problem out, and then bring it back into this whole core math thing structure of what she's trying to teach the kids. Be like, yeah. So, or science where they've tried to teach them, differently. Because, like, when I opened up the textbooks growing up, it was, if you look at archaeology, what was it? Eco something. Study of rocks. The person who studies rocks. I was like, well, this means rock, this means person, ology means the study of. So actually, I started with ology because when you break up new words or foreign words, or you're breaking up the structure of words, you can, when you do it backwards, a root of the word is, and you look for, divvy up. The best way for me to have learned English was I took the word and I had to take the root out, and then you put the sirs on, and you put the pre's on, and then you put all this suffixes and all this stuff, and you put it all back together, and you dress it, basically. So you take the skeleton, and then you dress the word. So ology, I was like, ology means study, da 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 da. Real short, simple. She's like, oh, and so I tell her this, and then like, the light turns on, and it's on my kid's head, and she's like, "Oh, I got this. I've studied rocks. I'm already got this the cute little geos. That's what it was. It was geology. Geology. Um, she's like, I've got geos. Da 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 da. So like the whole rock structure thing, and so I'm sitting there like, I learned definitions, then I learned, more about it, and then you just delve into, and she was trying to explain, and she has the feel, but it's the terminology, the vocabulary, the getting it out, the confidence to say this is what this is. Nice simplistic, nice short, straight to the point. She doesn't have that, and she's striving to work with technology. She's striving to work with Zoom. She's striving to work with kids who may or may not be interested in a screen. And then she's also working with, like, you got this one boy who's all into dinosaurs, and his second grade, nonfiction piece is like 8 pages long about dinosaurs with all these facts in it. It's well put together. She's got another girl in the class on this that can beautifully, like, textbook perfectly write her nonfiction piece straight on point to everything a second grader needs to hit. And then she's got my kid who's, can solve this thing, solve that thing, know this and know that. But then when you sit there, like, my kid could tell you a story for 2 hours long and talk about paper clips for days on end if she wanted to. But you tell her to write it, and it's 3 sentences long. Paper clips are fun. I love paper clips at the end. I feel for that teacher. I do. So she's got everybody on on a scale of totally, in there, and she's got to bring everybody up. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to coach my kid more than a sit-in teacher would, because my second grader is textile. She needs to feel, touch, and learn. I'm heavy on the visual, so it's like a percentage of textile learning, a percentage of audio learning, and mostly big old chunk of visual. I can sit there in front of the TV and movies and YouTube and pick up so much more than somebody who, if I read it, I see it, I know it, than hearing somebody tell me a story, which I can just tell you stories. So, yeah, so I have to figure out how to take my kid telling me 2 hours about paper clips and put it so that she's got the ability to just write it, type it, something, get out a structure, break it down into something that she can just do. So it's knowing my kid and helping my kid know herself and do things in class. We haven't done tarot yet. I've been on here for over half an hour and I haven't done tarot. Welcome to Attention Deficit Disorder. Today we will be serving you a plate of, ooh, shiny. Question is, do you like that kind of content? All right, let's read it. It's tarot. Did you have a question for the tarot? You can put it in the question box. I went on to a tangent. Yeah, but my poor teacher, my kid's poor teacher is just, wow. I love her. I feel for her. And yeah, she's striving so hard. Oh, you could tell too. All right, so let's pick this up. If you don't have a question, I will go ahead and just read it. General? No question? Okay. We have 8 of Wands. We have action. Doo-doo-doo. Reversed. All right. I've been slouching the last couple of days, and then I need to get back into exercise. This job hunting obsession kind of like took me away from exercise, and I need to exercise more. I'm gonna eat less sugar. So sugar makes you sluggish. Lack of sleep makes you sluggish. So I'm gonna take sugar out of the factor. So when I do this whole 4 hours of sleep a day, all right, discs, cups, wands are up here. Yep, 2 of wands. Yep. 8 of wands, action. Opened. Reversed. The 8 of wands reversed indicates that you have done something very foolish on impulse. Wow, I just got called out. Unfortunately, this is going to have some teaching consequences. You will receive some bad news, and according to the surrounding cards, you may even be in danger of losing your job. You have plans to travel. Be prepared for unexpected delays and cancellations. Aw, that is sad. But the question is, how much do I want to take that to heart? But it's true. I impulsively invited my ex. My clone would slap me. I need to clone myself so that I can get slapped by the clone. Ah. Uh, and he wants this trash here today. The whole impulse was for my daughter. I didn't want my daughter to leave at night. My daughter likes the fact that she goes to bed with daddy's house. So it feels like she's got her daddy. And then she comes here at like 3 o'clock in the morning and she wakes up with mommy. She likes that. It seems to be doing a lot of good for her. It seems to be really helping her soul. And it just the way, the fits, there's not so many fits. There's her I can't read face. Her face doesn't do the whole like caught or green, deer in a headlight look is gone. Like the I've got a freaked out thing going, like, and you could tell a lot of times she would play or go or do, like, but I didn't. I gotta, and that's not there as much. Now she's enjoying her time when she's here. It's not like she's trying to get a list of, I want this and this and this with mommy done. It's more like, hey, mom, let's play, mom. Okay. Hey, sis, you want to play? Oh, mom, you're busy with your work thing? Okay, mom. And sis, okay, well, I'll wait for you to get done with that. And so she waits for done with that. And, I have her join me a lot. So if it's not on a work thing online, I have her join me and be like, do you want to come do dishes with me? And most of the time she'll say yes. And I'll invite her to go upstairs. Oh, thank you for the other like. Oh, I got 2 likes. I got 2 likes. I think this is the first time I got 2 likes. I think it's possible. I would remember. No, I got 2 likes before. I got 2 likes. But yeah, my my youngest, she's doing better with it, but it's hard on her dad with the driving. So I figured I'm gonna have to pay gas money for that, or we're figuring out Sunday. We're gonna figure out custody uh, a little bit more. We're gonna discuss it, and we're gonna discuss it with her. She is 3, so we do have to take that into account. But the fact that I watched with her, like the fact that she goes home to daddy, she's doing a lot better. She was like freaking out, uncomfortably so. So now that she knows she has both, she's doing a lot better. Hi, Papu Das. I know, I can read Das. Papu Das. Will you do it right in? Yeah, I just put it away. You must have just popped on. So yeah, did you want to ask a question? Rightly pronounced. Papa Das. So I want to say it's German. Don't be insulted. I'm an American and we don't get out much. I'm a poor American. We don't get out much. Rich Americans travel all the time and they get to actually try out their languages in the countries that, So like the Das, though. I want to say it's German. For all I know, it's probably Dutch. I don't know. I can look it up. Where did Das come from? Papa Das. Or is Das like a main word? Okay, so I'm going to shush so that I can concentrate and go ahead and ask your question. It's a free 1-card tarot draw. I'm a poor Italian. Oh, dear. Dreaming to have been in America. Oh, Italian. Wow, I was way off. Oh, Italians. I love. Oh, Italians. I would love to come see you in Italy. Oh my gosh. After COVID. Not during COVID, but yeah. America's pretty cool. It's got a lot of pluses. It's got a lot of great features. A lot of beautiful, beautiful places. I do think of Italy, though, mostly for food, because that's how we know Italy is food. Lots and lots of food. I want, go see beautiful places. I like the architecture, though. Like some of the houses, the brickwork, gorgeous. The whole, oh gosh, the mosaic pieces that I've seen from Italy, like the house that's made with mosaics. I love. Yeah, go ahead and put your question in. That's what I've distracted. I've got attention deficit disorder. It says that I have one participant. Oh no. Will I get a job this month? I have been anxiously searching for a capital job and manageable salary. Okay, job. It's a good question. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, so this is the Sacred Circle Tarot deck, and we pulled out, can't see with the glare. Anyone? Pulled the Tower. 15. 15, the Tower. You just pulled this way. Okay, reversed. The Tower reversed. Opened up to the Tower. Fun. Okay. The Tower reversed indicates a drastic, unexpected change in circumstance that cannot be altered or countered. Depending on the surrounding cards, it can indicate bankruptcy or loss of unemployment. Occasionally, it can mean imprisonment. Usually, it means being restricted by circumstance. That's not good. Doesn't quite look like that. So it can't be all bad when something bad like that happens. So let's find the good. Let's find the good with that one. That's a bad, just one card draw. So, because, that's not a lot of information to go on. A lot of people with unemployment and losing everything, they find these opportunities in life that were the best thing to ever happen to them. The opportunities, not the loss of jobs and stuff. So, yeah. So it's this, like, so it's Latin. Trying to think. Das. Makes that. All right. Let's pull you out another card and find out what this means. And it's 7 o'clock, my time. I'll pull you out another card, and then I will go get my second grader out. We have the 10 of Wands. Force. Force. Okay. 10 of Wands. Right side up. Wands. King of Wands. Yep. Okay, Ten of Wands, divinatory meaning. You have taken on far too many circumstances. You have taken on far too many commitments, and a sense of oppression weighs you down. Perhaps you are running a business and taking up moments of your time, doing too much at work. You just have too many things going on at once. You are certainly not enjoying yourself and you feel very overburdened. Any excitement or satisfaction that you once had in your enterprise has been stifled. and you have no time or energy for personal creativity or pleasure. You must relinquish some of your self-imposed responsibilities to achieve any of your goals. Learn to delegate and to leave things that don't really need done alone. Don't really need doing alone. The Ten of Wands demonstrates message restricted. Oh, that in the world. Retracted. Why is everything retracted? Huh. What in the world? Huh. I really screwed something up. Okay. The Ten of Wands demonstrates the use of pure brute force, detached from any spiritual or moral reason. This card can indicate that you are working magically. You want results and effects without understanding the purpose, unleashing destructive forces that will rebound on you. Eh. So in other words, so intuitively, I tell you to go for what you love. Career-wise, if you're looking for the career-wise, it doesn't look like it's going to happen for you if you're just putting a whole ton of work into something that you don't love. It's not going to work out at all, and you're going to end up with something you don't like. So, and with the results you don't like, the housing, the whole thing, the whole COVID thing going on. So what I would say, you're probably not even on anymore because it's down back to one participant. I would say go for what you love. Really go for what you really, 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 really love. And no matter how many times you fail at that or how many times you succeed at that, you'll be willing to give it another go. You'll be willing to put more work into it until you build something that you really love out of it. So if you put all of your work into something that you don't really love, you're going to end up bankrupt and in a place you don't really want to be. Yeah. So I suggest Papa's Papa Papu. I suggest Papu get a job that you really the job that you're looking for, make sure you really, really, really love it because you're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs, and you're gonna have to wanna go back at it. Yeah. I don't think they're on anymore. All the messages have been retracted. Why are the messages retracted? Is it not letting me do tarot on here? Is there some sort of community guideline thing that I suck at that I didn't read about? Anyways, I gotta get the second grader up. I gotta get my princess up. I gotta get her going. I love you guys. And I really appreciate you on here. I tried. I think I screwed something up. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Love you guys. Love you. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.